I built a six-figure business using social media and video before AI even existed. Now I use AI to make that same process 10 times faster, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through my exact 5-step workflow live, completely live, creating a YouTube script from scratch that's designed to get you clients and not just views. Step one is I go in and I tell Claude what I want to do, right? It's pretty simple. I want to create a script, and here, I've copy and pasted this. I need to create a YouTube script. The topic is about using video to get clients without running ads on YouTube or Facebook. So what I'm going to do is that's the simple prompt that I put in, and this is how I get started. All right, so I'm not going to bore you with all the time that it takes to think, and I want you to remember this number, 12:52. I started this at 12:52 p.m., so we're going to see how fast we can get this done. But look, I have all this previous data in here, right? So it came up with a response, and it actually wanted me to go back to another video that was similar to what I already created, but I said, please start with a fresh idea. So after starting with a fresh idea, it says, got it, no made up stories, just real questions. And I already have this program. Ed Lawrence is somebody that I follow, who I really like. He's a great YouTuber. And I've just taken his system and I plugged it into AI. And the first step is, what is the goal for the video? So I really have 3 different goals for my videos. And this, again, this is all part of step one. It's to book a strategy session, which if this is very confusing to you and you want to work with me and book a strategy session, that's what this video is all about. Number 2 is getting people to sign up for my free content lab. And then number 3 is just views and reach. So I always pick what's the goal. So I'm going to say step 1, strategy session. Step 2. So step 2 is, who is this for? Describe a specific person. I have my avatar already ready to go. And this is something that you have to take your time figuring out. And I'm just going to say Charlie is step 2. Step 3, what's your hook? How do you want to open this video? What's the first thing that you say? And when it comes to the hook, I like to, when it comes to actually YouTube videos in general, I want to get the topic down, the title down, the thumbnail down, and then I like to come up with the hook. So for step 3, I'm just going to, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say, follow my hook method. Step 4, what are the 3 to 5 main teaching points? So this is really important, right? And this is why it's smart to go into AI with an open mind. So when you say, what are the 3 to 5 teaching points? We're going to say step 4, I want you to help with that. Step 5, what's the transformation? So this is something that I can just think of off my head, right? It takes me time to figure out the 3 to 5 points, but step 5, what's the transformation? Simple. I want service business owners to understand how video is the best way to get local clients in any market. And look, I type and I do not care about punctuation. I do not care about spelling things right because AI is so intuitive. It truly understands what you're trying to say, right? Like sometimes it gets it completely wrong, and it gets it wrong a lot, but here's the deal. I need to understand from the very beginning, or I need you to understand from the very beginning, you do not have to be perfect. So step 1 in the process was telling Claude what I'm looking for and what I'm looking to do. Now, step 2 is a little bit more important. This is where I ask Claude questions based on what it comes up with. And now you can see the hook. So using your method to target, the transformation, and the stakes. And this gave me a really good hook. It's something I could potentially use. If you're a local service business owner who's tried ads, paid agencies, or posted consistently but got 0 clients, I'm going to show you why video is the best way to get local clients in any market and how I built a 6-figure business doing exactly this without spending a dime on YouTube or Facebook ads. And here are the stakes. This is what I love. Keep wasting money on tactics designed for big brands, and you'll waste another year before figuring out what actually works. That hook is actually really good. And look, again, I've trained Claude so much, it speaks like me. It has so much of my voice and my methods in there. Like, this is something that I would actually say. So this actually nailed the hook, and I'm really excited for that. Now for the teaching points, I need your help here. That's what I said to it. For this video, use about look at 3 to 5 main points: why video works versus other methods, types of videos that get clients, how to actually create posts in them, common mistakes that people make, and your specific system process. What are the 5 core teaching things? So this is where I'm actually going to go back in and ask questions as to, are these the right topics? All right. So the first question that it's asking me, and this is why it's really important to work with your AI system as a strategic partner instead of it just giving it to you. Because look, you just saw it gave me all of that, right? And here's the deal: there's nothing that's wrong with it, but that's just AI stuff, right? The important thing is, and this is how you separate yourself from everybody else, have the system prompt you and ask you questions, right? So look at this. Question one: looking back at your experience building those 5 YouTube channels and generating 6 figures, who found your video or found you through video, what was the biggest difference between video approach that worked and all the other tactics as agencies, courses that didn't work? That's a really good question. And then I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to write this. I'm going to skip through it so you don't have to go through all this, all the answers to the questions, but it's going to give you a really good idea of why the second step in my process and my workflow is to have the system actually ask me questions. All right. So now we're at the point where I just went through and I asked a bunch of questions, and I didn't want to take you guys through the entire thing because it would be extremely boring. But look, it came up with so many great questions, right? And it helped me to flesh out the actual content that I want to put into the actual video. So step one is I tell Claude what I want. Step two, it gives me back information, and then I start asking questions. And look, it asked me questions. I answer them. So question one: looking back to your experience, what was the biggest difference? I gave my answer. Got it. Control is your first pillar. Question two: so with control you had over video, what specifically did you do with that control that actually worked? I gave it an answer. Got it. So your second pillar is frequency, consistency, and energy. So on and so on. So I had 5 talking points there, right? Third pillar ended up being understanding their desires, fears, and values. Fourth pillar is addressing their fears and showing them that they need professional guidance. And then pillar 5, simplifying authenticity and service mentality. That's so good, right? Like, this is a great start to the script. And I'm actually going to film this video because I wasn't planning on filming a video like this, but this is so good. It details for me the 5 pillars that we uncovered. Now for the teaching points. So how do you want to do it? How do you want to go through the teaching points? Do you want to do 5, 3, or 4, bunch of couple together, organize them differently? I just said 5 teaching points. And then we have all 5. And then question 7 was, how do you want to explain them? So I said short story, then example, then proof, right? So then it started to ask me, for each point, and look, I'm not going to do that for this entire video, but I said, literally, for the sake of this video, just refer back to all the chats and project knowledge. Please, I need to start scripting. So here is step 3. Claude or ChatGPT or whatever you use writes it for you. This is pivotal to understand, right? Your AI system can write anything for you. And what you will understand and what you maybe heard already, but garbage in, garbage out. As you can see, I do not put garbage in to my scripts at all. This takes a lot of time. This takes a lot of effort, right? Like, it takes me hours sometimes to get like a really good script because I want it to be done really well. Whereas before, it would take me like a full day trying to get this done. Now I can come out and say, yeah, I can actually create a script, and this one's going to be much shorter than 2 or 3 or 4 hours, right? Because, watch the time, right? We started at 12:55, but here's the deal. Once you get the script back from your AI, that's when you have to do the next part. So here's the script that Claude came up with. It's really good. We have a hook. We have part 2, the story setup. Part 3 is the teaching, 8 to 12 minutes. And then you can see we have teaching point number 1, control. Teaching point number 2 is frequency, consistency, and energy. All the other points we talked about. And then it has the transformation at the end and the CTA, right? So a total of about 13 minutes. That's really good. But this leads into step 4, and this is so important. You have to take what your AI system gives you, and then you have to edit it to make it sound more like you. This will make mistakes. I guarantee there's things in there that I do not want. That's why I move on to step 4. And then I will actually go through and, take out pieces that I don't like, take out things that I don't think that makes sense, right? But as you can see, we started at 12:55. It's 1:17 p.m., right? Like, you have a full script that you could essentially run off of if you want. Like, this took what, 15, 22 minutes? 22 minutes to get here. That's pretty impressive. So now step 5 in the process is, once I have that script, right, I want to create my imagery, my thumbnail asset for it, because this is a YouTube video. As you can see, I use PicMonkey. You can use whatever you want. People use Canva. I use Canva for other things, but I found that PicMonkey and the AI features in PicMonkey work really, really, really well. So you can see, like, this is the actual image, the thumbnail image that I created for this video that you're watching right here, right? As soon as it loads up, I know it's taking a little bit long, but once you understand, like, once you have your script down, the packaging with YouTube videos is one of the most important things, right? They say it a lot: packaging, title, or topic, title, thumbnail, topic, title, thumbnail. That is what's really important. You want to build this process for your specific business, right? Customized to your voice, your audience, your goals. That's exactly what I do with my Align strategy. You on camera, right? 90 minutes of a working session where we are going to build your complete strategy using AI specifically for your business, right? And if you want to do that, just click the link in the description, because if this helped in any way, this is going to be one of the biggest game changers for you and your local service business. And if you found value in this, make sure you subscribe as well.